fastball. He can rush it up there at times when it's elevated around 92, 93. Sinks the fastball 87, and also changeup, curveball, slider. Last few times out for Joe Saunders, I think he got into the fact he was throwing a lot more fastballs, particularly up in his zone. The velocity was there, but he's got to work on sinking once again to get those ground balls.
And the Angel defense behind Saunders. Rivera, Hunter, and Abreu in the outfield left to right. Figgins and Ibar on the left side of the infield. There's Meiser at second base tonight. Henry Morales plays first, and Jeff Mathis catching Joe Saunders. Tony Gwynn Jr. to lead off the ball game for the San Diego Padres. Tony is hitting .344. That's a batting average his dad would be proud of. 21 for 61. 1-1. Marty Foster with that emphatic strike call. And he went around, strike two. There's Daddy watching from the Padres broadcast booth. It's going to be hard to match that 3,141 career hits for Junior. Two balls, two strikes to Tony Gwynn Jr.
I think with Joe Saunders, I mentioned that velocity of the fastball has been there, but he's been throwing a lot more fastballs up in his zone. He needs to get back to sinking that one and also using his changeup and finish off with breaking pitches.
He finishes off Gwynn Jr. to start the game.
Boy, and that's that exact pitch, that sinking fastball down in the strike zone with good late movement. At 89 miles an hour, it's Tony Gwynn Jr. out in front of that with that movement.
The round of applause you hear right now is for David Eckstein. The former Angel, still very much loved here at the Big A, and probably everywhere he's played. When Eckstein was here, he and Vladdy Guerrero had a pretty good friendship. And last night, Eck robbed Vladdy of a base hit.
Not so sure they're friends anymore.
Eckstein has always had a way with the fans. I don't think there's any question about that. He always will. He's just that kind of a guy.
It's good to see, too. I think players try to get away with that as far as helping and signing autographs with the fans when the season starts. Spring training, they're all into that, which is great. But during the season, when you have some time, there's a lot of kids you can make a big impression on if you sign an autograph for them.
2-1. Eckstein grounds one in the hole. Short. Figgins dives to get it. And his throw gets him. Wow, what a play by Figgins. Diving to his left to keep it from getting to the hole at shortstop. And from his knees, he throws out Eckstein.
And the big thing, even though he was on his knees, he got his body squared up towards first base. He had to get full extension to be able to make this play. And Sean Figgins from his knees squared it up there to go to first base. One hop. Kenny Morales made the pick, and Joe Saunders said, yes, way to pick me up.
If that gets through to Ibar, even with Eric's arm, probably doubtful that he can get him. 2 outs, Adrian Gonzalez at the plate for the Padres. Gonzalez is having quite a year, leading the National League in home runs with 22.
Funny you talked about Eckstein robbing Vladdy, but Sean Figgins picked him up.
That's right.
Robbed Eckstein on that play. That would have been a base hit. Sean Figgins playing some tremendous defense at third, hitting. In my opinion, should be an all-star.
They put the shift on for Gonzalez. That's Figgins playing where the shortstop normally would be. And Saunders has fallen behind on the San Diego slugger, 3-0. Three and one.
And it's the thing, when you have the shift on, a lot of times you see this, though, where in the outfield they play the other way. So when he hits the ball on the ground, he pulls it. But when he hits the ball in the air, and he showed a lot of power, you see in the outfield, you got Torrey playing away from, obviously, from straight up the middle. But then you have the infielders over here going from this spot, and then, of course, over to the corners. You're able to make that play on the ground, but in the air, he's going to hit the ball the other way. A guy like that too with Jim Thome is the same thing. Put that triangle in. Jason Giambi, when they hit the ball in the air, though, they go the other way very well, but they never, very rarely hit the ball on the ground the opposite way.
Adrian Gonzalez can go the other way and get a base hit to left 15 times this year. He takes a call, third strike. Great inning for Saunders, and the Padres are out in order in the first. Batting seventh, then Mathis and Ibar to face Josh Gear.
And Gear is not going to wow you with velocity on the fastball. 81 to 88, that's tops at 88. Settle around 83, 84. He's got a slider and a changeup. Probably his best pitch is the changeup. He will battle you. He won't give in. He won't hit the middle part of the play. He'll try to hit the corners.
First pitch to Sean Figgins. Gear is a tall Texan. He's 6'3", from Dallas. One and one to Sean Figgins. Figgy's been hitting, as Gooby mentioned. His all-star credentials are looking better every day. At .322, and the way he's been playing third base. Plus, obviously, the speed and stealing bags.
I think sometimes it gets overlooked. People just think you look for the home runs. It's the guys who create opportunities to score runs is the most important thing. Sean Figgins certainly could do that.
He scored 3 runs last night. Buddy Black was lamenting before the game today that his team put 6 on the board last night, which is good for the Padres. And they hate it. A team that has trouble scoring runs hates to get 6 and not win. Feel like you wasted it.
Exactly. And they didn't play particularly well in the field either, the Padres, last night. See, Gear, that changeup, his best pitch.
He's walked Figgins to start the bottom of the first, which usually isn't a good thing for a pitcher. The Padres behind him, Chase Headley in left, Gwynn Jr. in center, Ryan Giles in right. And on the infield, it's Gonzalez, Eckstein, Rodriguez, and Kuzmanov, with Henry Blanco catching the exact same lineup they had last night. Bobby Abreu hitting .307. The pitcher, Josh Gear, and every time I say it, the name Will Gear immediately pops into my mind. But Josh Gear in Texas, in the Texas League 2 years ago, went 16-6. So the Padres knew they had somebody that would be in the big leagues pretty soon.
And he's a guy pretty quick to the plate, too. At a 1-1 to 1-2. As far as quickness to plate, he has a good move to first. A little bit slow when the base runner's at second. You realize the importance, because he's not an overpowering guy and he will have base runners, that he needs to do the little things to be able to negate the other team from scoring.
He's ahead of Bobby Abreu, 0-2. The minor league marketing always says, see the future stars, the stars of tomorrow. Well, if you're in Lake Elsinore, you saw Gear. He was there in 06. A lot of players come through that California league. Minor league pitcher of the year in 2007.
It's a lot of wins. AA 16.
1-2. Figgins dives back in, but Gear made it pretty close.
Well, you can see how quick he is to first base. Quick footwork. Shortens up his throw. Big thing is a lot of pitchers will, when they have their quick feet, but then they'll go through that long throwing motion, you get back easily. But when you shorten up your throw, it's difficult to get a good lead.
Abreu out on strikes. Good off-speed pitch from Gear.
Talking about a change of speed. 77 miles an hour on that changeup. Bobby way out front. Obviously, the Angel hitters have not seen him before, so it's going to take some time to make an adjustment. Force yourself to stay back.
One out, Torrey Hunter up there for the Angels. Torrey had a first-inning home run last night. Timeout granted, just as Gear was coming to the plate there.
I like the call by Marty Foster, too, when he called timeout. It was almost a naked gun point for a strike. But even though he did call timeout, get out of the way.
And I don't think Buddy Black liked it too much.
What, he didn't like the movie?
He loves the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was the timeout he didn't like.
I like the call.
And Hunter lines one to right, caught by Giles. Figgins has to go back to first base. Two outs.
Figgins read that pretty well. That ball was hit hard in sink action. Giles was able to make the play on it, but a lot of times a base runner is going to be doubled up on this baseball. He got back in time. Allows Vlad to get up here in the first inning. And I just feel this is a perfect batter for Vlad to get going. A pitcher for Vlad.
Off the end of the bat, towards the right field line, it sinks and drops. Figgins to third base, he'll be held up there. That's a double for Vlad Guerrero. I think Vlad's had more pop fly doubles down the right field line this year than he's had in his entire career.
Well, the big thing is he's still opening up that front hip, and his body's flying towards third base. But yet his arms are still long enough and strong enough to be able to fight that off and hit it in the right field, particularly when it's a slower pitch. The pitch down there, look at the coverage he has for that baseball to be able to go on and be able to hit that ball and to still have some authority on it, too, to get the double.
2 runners in scoring position for Rivera, and the Angels were on fire in this category last night. They went 8 for 13 with runners in scoring position. Juan's hitting .305. Oh, 2 to Juan Rivera.
And Gear will throw the changeup to right-handed batters as well as the left-handed batters. So Juan Rivera's got to think in lines of shorten up the swing. If it's a changeup, you got to go the other way with it.
One ball, 2 strikes to Juan Rivera. 2 on with 2 out in the bottom of the first inning. Rivera still alive up there. Blanco saves a wild pitch. Figgins retreats to third.
And you see that changeup trying to get Juan Rivera to swing at a pitch out of the strike zone. It's 77 miles an hour. Nice job by Henry Blanco to keep that in front of him. Sean Figgins had a good secondary lead, but the ball didn't get away from him far enough to make the attempt to score.
2-2 to Rivera. Another save by Blanco. So he has kept the Angels off the board single-handedly here in the last couple of pitches.
Boy, that's another changeup. That was in the left-hander's batter's box, too. Blanco shifted his body very well, kept it in front. Always been known as a very good defensive catcher.
Kendry Morales will be next if Rivera keeps the inning going, and the count is full to 1. Line drive, base hit, right field, scores Figgins. Here comes Vladdy. The ball gets away from Giles. Vladdy scores. Rivera is going to be out at second. But it's 2-0 Angels after 1 inning on the RBI hit by Juan Rivera. Drove in the 2 runs. Fans come out to the Big A tomorrow. It's the Angels and Padres again. For this game, fans can purchase 1 full-price ticket and receive a second ticket at half price in select seating areas. That's tomorrow when you use the password Hunter48 at angelsbaseball.com or the Angel Stadium ticket window to take advantage of this offer. Kevin Kuzminoff leads off the second inning.
It's nice to see the offense again responding in the first inning, scoring some runs, taking some pressure off the starting pitchers.
Ground ball hit to shortstop slowly. Ibar gets Kuzminoff. Joe Saunders has retired all 4 men he has faced. 2 ground balls, 2 strikeouts. Good Saturday night crowd here at the Big A tonight. Edgar Gonzalez stepping in for the Padres. And he whacks a line drive into left field. The Padres' first base runner of the night. Ryan Giles coming up now. Giles hitting just .200. That's kind of a surprise. And he pops one in the air, shallow right field. Abreu settling in under it. 2 outs.
Joe Saunders loves to see, like most pitchers, having a batter up there swinging the first pitch and making an easy routine out with that. Allows you to go deeper in the game. Allows you also, not only, the big thing is if you get some early pitch outs, when the batters are either in the dugout or in the on-deck circle, they're looking in to see what your out pitch is, but you haven't exposed that yet because you're getting some quick outs. Surprising what's going on. The only thing you could think of, maybe, for Joe Saunders, you got to come to a discernible stop at which you got to hold the ball before you go to home. That's the only thing I could think of. For John Hirschbeck talking to him, it's second base.
Hirschbeck's the crew chief and second base umpire tonight. Chase Headley, the batter, swings and comes up empty. Headley hitting .240. No balls, 2 strikes. Joe Saunders staked to a 2-0 lead here as we play in the second inning. The Angels starting the night 4.5 games behind Texas. And Texas tonight in Arlington, bottom of the 5th, playing the Dodgers no score. And now they have a rain delay in that ball game. Actually, we understand it's not a rain delay, it's a power outage.
They had some unbelievable lightning there last night. It didn't rain, but a lot of lightning.
Ground ball up the middle. Ibar couldn't quite get to it. Hunter's throw coming into third late. Now to second, and Headley's in there. Does the base running by the Padres remind you of anybody, Gooby?
Well, that's Bud Black. I saw that a number of times with the Angels. They took advantage of the play by Torrey Hunter, who charged the ball, but threw it in there. Not really much of a chance at third base, but it allowed Headley to be able to get into second base because of that throw to third. Just got by Joe Saunders. and Ibar to get into center field, and Torrey charged it through a sidearm throw, but it allowed Henley to get into second base. Both runners now in scoring position.
It was surprising the way Edgar Gonzalez just basically looked right at Torrey and kept going, and Torrey did not make a strong throw.
It was good heads-up base running, though, by Henley to be able to go head first and get into scoring position. A risk worth taking in that spot.
Now Henry Blanco up there. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position for the Padres.
You see Gonzalez reads that right away because that ball was not hit very hard. It was determined to get to third base. Good base running all around by the Padres there. Took advantage of the throw in by Torrey Hunter, who charged it well. The throw went away from him.
Two and one to Blanco. The thing about that Rangers-Dodgers game, you mentioned the power outage there, but it's 0-0 in the 5th. The Rangers have had 2 consecutive shutouts, and they have the Dodgers shut out in the 5th inning tonight. 2-1 to Blanco. When Texas got the shutout last night, it was the first time in their history they'd had back-to-back shutouts at that ballpark.
It's amazing. That's the one thing that's scary about Texas. They can hit. Now they're pitching much better. Mike Maddox, their pitching coach, deserves a lot of credit. We talk a lot about Nolan Ryan, but Maddox has done a great job with that staff.
3-1 to Blanco. Off the end of the bat, grounded to Ibar. And that'll do it for the Padres in the 2nd inning. After an inning and a half, it's 2-0 Angels. Joe Saunders when he came into the dugout, Dubin.
He wanted to get an explanation of what John Hirschbeck had told him at second base. And he's trying to explain to Mike Butcher, Mike Scioscia, what the conversation was all about. And it's tough to really figure out what he was doing. It would bring John Hirschbeck in. He is the crew chief. He just wanted to explain. The only thing, every time an umpire's ever come in and talked to me during that time would usually be that I'm not holding the ball out of the stretch. But I didn't notice Joe not doing that.
Kendry Morales leads off the bottom of the 2nd inning for the Angels. Strike one to Kendry. He had a home run last night.
Well, when Joe Saunders wanted to get a new baseball, you have to throw your hands up there and call a timeout. Maybe John Hirschbeck felt that Joe Saunders did not do that. He gave him the benefit and didn't call any play on that. He said, just remind him next time you want to exchange a baseball, you got to throw your hand up and call a timeout before you throw that ball away.
Drilled into right field and deep by Kendry Morales. It's a home run for Morales, 2 nights in a row. 3-0 Angels.
What a swing by Kendry Morales, his 10th home run, batting left-handed. This season, the power numbers continue to rise for Kendry. Oh, what a swing. And on Howard's Exmo, you can see the swing right here coming up by Kendry. That's the ability to be able to drive the ball. Great balance. Lower part, his body's shifting forward, head still, drives it out for a home run.
10 home runs, 34 runs batted in now for Kendry. He's putting together a good season.
That's 3 home runs now in the last 2 nights for the Angels. The second straight game for Kendry.
Meiser Turris had 4 hits last night and lacked only the home run to hit for the cycle.
Boy, that's that changeup at 74 miles an hour. So hard to stay back if you're a hitter.
And Meiser called out on strikes. The second strikeout for Gear tonight.
His best fastball has been 87, his changeup 74. He's not going to overpower with the fastball, but that 86-mile-an-hour fastball probably looked about 95 to Meiser after that changeup before that pitch.
Jeff Mathis slowly to shortstop. Rodriguez throws him out. 2 outs in the second. And the number 9 hitter in the Angels order tonight, Eric Ibar, stepping in. Morales has had that home run swing going the last couple of nights, and all 10 of his home runs have come left-handed.
When you see his home runs, most times either left center or right center. And that's where you always want to see him hit the ball. When he starts pulling the ball, he'll get himself out in front and hit a lot of ground balls. But if he stays centered, you drive that ball to the alleys and with some lift, get it out of the ballpark.
He couldn't have laid it down better if he tried.
Well, what a perfect bomb. Once that's chopped off the plate like that, it's always going to stay fair down the lines here in the third base line and first base line, the way it's set up. And our Howard's replay here, the Exmo replay of this one, right on the plate. And boy, it checked it up. Like a perfect golf shot.
Boy, it sure was.
It's like your sand wedge at the Masters.
Figgins gets one off the hands and drops it into center. Ibar heading to third base. He's in. Figgins with the blue pin, and Eric Ibar running all the way with 2 outs, diving into third base ahead of the throw.
Nice base running too by Ibar, but even better by Sean Figgins, not necessarily always going to second base on this flare into center field. Ibar, good job of rounding second base. Turn on the afterburners, head first slide, gets the hand in there. Dino just forcing him. That's when you see that third base coach pointing down in the dirt, he's not only telling him to get down as far as the head first slide, but where to tag the base as you're sliding in. Now here he comes right in that spot right there. He's pointing out, he's not only saying get down, but he's also telling him where to touch the base to be able to avoid the tag.
Here's Abreu. So Ibar extends his hitting streak to 6 games. Figgins is up to 7 games now. And they're on the corners with 2 outs here in the second inning. Abreu struck out his first time up. That's a great seat for the game, and you can get those on a 2-for-1 basis only if you're a bird.
Early in my career, I could probably hit that with my pitch from the mound. Fairly wild. That's a great view.
I don't know where that bird lives, but he does hang around here quite frequently. We see him on the wires. Ground ball to shortstop, and that'll end the inning. Kendry Morales hits one out to start the inning, and the Angels, after 2, lead 3-0. Southern California Ford dealers and the new Ford Advantage plan. And by Jack in the Box. Right now, try the mini Buffalo Ranch chicken sandwiches. 3 mini home-style chicken fillets on toasted mini buns. We take you inside the team store.
Good stuff in there.
Plenty of it.
Birthday coming up, Rory, before too long. I'm sure you're going to purchase me something there, aren't you?
Your birthday's coming up?
Yeah, some month.
You want Angel gear, do you?
I'd love to.
Okay.
Have some extra.
Tapped to second base by Rodriguez, and he's thrown out by his tourists. Fans on Wednesday, June 24th, all fans in attendance will receive a free Angels cooler, which you can give to Gooby for a birthday present. It'll be courtesy of Sparklets and 106.7 KROQ. Tickets are available for $7 in select view-level seating areas or $12 in the right and left field pavilions when using the password RALLY at angelsbaseball.com. Or, of course, the Angels Stadium ticket window. On 2, hops to Morales. Gwyn's out. 2 quick outs in the third. And the bird sometimes prefers to watch what we're doing more so than the game, although, you know, kind of takes,
I think we're
turns around and watches.
Find out what expert information we're given.
Well, he was making note of cooler night.
Yes, I think so, too. And, you know, whoa,
there could be something. There could be something in that cooler he wants. There's a strike into David Eckstein.
Or you seem to amaze me each and every night.
Or he may have just been upset about you trying to get gifts for your birthday. That's enough of that.
Yep.
0-2 to Eckstein. Joe Saunders has given up only 1 hit, and he has a 3-0 lead here early in the ball game. popped up into shallow right field, and it drops in. David Eckstein getting that one to fall in just in front of Bobby Abreu.
He got robbed the first time up by Sean Figgins, but this time works that flare magic in the right field. Fastball in on the hands. Most times when you see a flare into the outfield, nice job by Bobby catching it on one hop, but most time it's right here, right in there, getting a good part of the bat, be able to jam them. But most time, if you're going to get a flare in the outfield, it's going to be an elevated pitch. It was up in the zone, he fought it off, and got a base hit out of it.
Now Saunders has to face Adrian Gonzalez. Strike one.
Well, some numbers just keep getting better. 24 home runs, 30, 36 last year with 119 RBI, and this year already with 22 home runs.
1 ball, 1 strike to Adrian Gonzalez. Eckstein's at first base. Two and one. With Eckstein at first, Kendry Morales playing way in front of the bag. If there were a pickoff throw over there, it would take him a little bit of time to sweep that tag down there. To the opposite field, but foul. Two balls, 2 strikes to Adrian Gonzalez. Gonzalez has 22 home runs, 15 of them on the road, which leads the major leagues in that unusual category of road home runs.
Pretty good eye there, too. That was a good breaking pitch on the outside part of the plate by Joe Saunders, but Adrian Gonzalez just took it, saw it, tracked it all the way in.
Strike 3, he took another one, and this time he didn't come out so lucky. 3-0 Angels. Winning 3-0 Angels at Angel Stadium tonight. Torrey Hunter will lead off the third against Josh Gear. Torrey was out on a line drive to right field his first time up. One and one. Fifth in the All-Star balloting. Torrey pulls one into left field. Torrey got all of that one. And for the second night in a row, Torrey Hunter has homered. That's 14 on the year. 4-0 for the Angels, who have looked very rejuvenated these last couple of nights.
Yeah, they have. And Mike Scioscia wants some more production out of their power guys, and he's gotten it. With Torrey and Kenny Morales, that ball hit the Del Taco sign. Oh, it was crushed by Torrey. Fastball, inside part of the plate. Torrey knew it right away. Good bat flip. Talking about a ball being covered. Oh, the Del Taco sign, way out. You see that too often.
What are they giving you? A free taco for mentioning that?
Crinkle fries.
Vlad Guerrero up there. I can see you striding quickly through the parking lot already on your way over there after the game.
No question. Crinkle fries.
1-2 to Guerrero. Behind third, Kuzmanov has a long throw. But Gonzalez did a nice job to keep his foot on the bag. Well, Mike Scioscia, after that last game against Tampa Bay, he had a few things to say to the guys. And they really have looked rejuvenated these last couple of nights. And I don't know if it's because of what Scioscia had to say, but couldn't have hurt.
Mike Scioscia is very mild-mannered, but when he felt the club wasn't playing the way they should play, the Angel brand of baseball, aggressive and caring for what they were doing on the field as far as playing the game the right way, he felt that wasn't the case. And he lit a fire on him, and Torrey Hunter said it best. He said, we deserved it. And he gave it to him, and lo and behold, they've been responding very well to the offensive side.
Juan Rivera, well, you mentioned he doesn't do it very often, but obviously if you do it all the time, it loses its effect. But Mike's been pretty good about knowing when is the time to push that button.
Yeah, we had a great manager in Kansas City, Dick Hauser, who passed away shortly after we won the World Series. He was a guy that never got upset, never. Then we had a stretch here, we had a series down in Texas, which we lost 3 games. And Texas in the same division at that point, along with the Angels and the Twins and the White Sox in Seattle. He came in and immediately just threw the spread, which was in the middle part of the locker room, and they had the best spread in baseball at that point in Texas.
Well, that's a good play by Kuzmanov to get Juan Rivera. So Hauser's messing with the clubhouse food now.
And we're talking about, and I was a young player back at the point. I didn't get many good home-cooked meals at that point, and there was a big, giant turkey sitting on the table. It was like Thanksgiving. And he came in immediately, his throat, he goes, you guys aren't eating tonight because you don't deserve it. And that's all he said. And boy, I'll tell you, right after that, we realized we better start playing better baseball because he didn't get upset too often, and we responded by winning a bunch of games in a row after that. But I did eat the food off the ground, by the way. I couldn't pass up the turkey.
Yeah, so the message really got through to you.
Yeah, it did for a while.
The manager throws the turkey on the floor, and he's waiting for him to leave so he can eat it.
Yes.
I think we really got through to Gooby tonight.
Hey, a man's got to eat. I looked around, and Brett Sabering and I were both real young at that point. We looked at it and go, well, should we? And,
no, wait a minute. You're talking about the locker room floor,
which is oh so clean.
Yes. Kendry Morales is out on strikes. Torrey Hunter's leadoff home run in the third has made it 4-0 Angels after 3. Are the only 5 father-son duos ever to combine for 4,000 or more hits.
Griffey Jr. and Sr. got to be one of them.
Maybe Gwynn could be one of them since he's here. No? No? But they probably will at some point. Kuzmanov takes ball 1. You have to think Alou, maybe.
Alomar, Sandy Alomar.
Probably, yeah.
And there's no chance I could throw Dean Chance in there, could I?
Yes. Yes, it was Dean Chance and his son Sam Chance. Little known baseball trivia.
I will not fail to put his name in there for now on.
I know.
The one time I did.
Guess, no matter what the category, Dean Chance is your answer.
And that one time I didn't.
Right. It's 1-2 to Kevin Kuzmanov.
We mentioned how important it is for Joe Saunders to sink that fastball in the outside part of the plate against righties and back it up with a changeup. It's a great combination he has. He can elevate the fastball to get hitters to swing and miss.
Joe's on the beam tonight, though, as he gets Kuzmanov looking.
Again, that was right after the fastball. He came with a changeup. That combination, very good for him. 87 to 89 range, and then he comes back with a changeup, gets him out in front, gets him looking on that pitch.
4 strikeouts for Saunders, who got Adrian Gonzalez looking to end the 3rd. So he has struck out the 3 and 4 hitters looking. And here's Edgar Gonzalez. Edgar Gonzalez, well, maybe he was meant to be a Padre. He was born in San Diego. Went to San Diego State, lives in Chula Vista now. One and one. That one's no problem for Torrey Hunter. And we have 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Fans Tuesday, June 23rd. All kids in attendance will receive a free Jeff Mathis road jersey, courtesy of San Diego Zoo. You can get your tickets, $7 in select view level seating areas, or $12 in the right and left field pavilions by using the password RALLY at angelsbaseball.com or the Angels Stadium ticket window. And there's a base hit for Brian Giles into center field. And the Padres have 4 hits tonight. Chase Headley at the plate now for the Padres. Headley's 1 for 1 tonight. Looking to improve on those May numbers. Line to right, Abreu comes in and makes the play. We head to the bottom of the 4th, 4-0 Angels. to combine for 4,000 or more hits. Griffey, Bonds, we should have known Bonds, Bell, Pete and Pete Jr., and we did get Alou.
How do we not get Bonds? Well, especially with and Pete knows too, with 4,000 himself.
Yeah, but I don't think Pete Jr. immediately comes to mind, does he?
Well, I know he made it up the big leagues. All he needed was one, and he was buying for.
They're there, yeah.
Yeah.
How about Sarge and Sarge Jr.?
Garrett is 4 away from 1,000.
Pete Rose Jr. had 2 hits in his career.
So basically, Pete carried the load there, huh?
Daddy carried the load pretty well there, yeah. 1-2 to Meiser as Turris. Just got a piece of that one. Meiser struck out his first time up. And the key for Meiser right now, with Howie Kendrick trying to get things ironed out in AAA, is just to stay healthy, be able to play every day.
Meiser is a very good player to play all the infield positions and play it well. Makes the routine plays, but also to make the spectacular play. Plus, he's a good clutch hitter. I mean, you think in line, he's about in the 3 spot for the Angels.
Right.
A guy with runners in scoring position, very productive for Mike Scioscia.
In the air, left side. And coming in to call everyone off is Chase Headley. Josh Gear trying to hang in this game that he trails by 4 runs. The home run ball has hurt him tonight, though. 1 by Morales, 1 by Hunter. Jeff Mathis grounded out his first time up.
When you're a pitcher, it relies on location. When you miss location, baseball's going to go a long way against you.
Well, the one that Torrey Hunter hit was really hit hard. In fact, I think it went off one of those signs out there, didn't it?
The Del Taco sign.
Oh, okay. That's right, yeah.
Just in case you forgot.
Mm-hmm. Yep, right off the Del Taco sign. 0-2 to Jeff Mathis. Kendry Morales also hit one out tonight. Foul tipped into the glove of Blanco, and Mathis is out. We mentioned the Texas Rangers in a delay right now with a power failure at their ballpark, but they are leading the American League West 10 games over 500. This is the buy.com American League West standings. And the Angels have been chasing Texas most of the year, with the Mariners only a game behind the Rangers, and Oakland trying to hang around long enough to get hot. Strike 1 to Eric Ibar.
Eagles right now just got to take care of their own business right now. Worry about Texas down the road.
Ground ball to the right side. And with Gear covering first, Gonzalez underhands it to him. The Angels, for the first time tonight, are out in order. Padres coming to bat. And their catcher, Henry Blanco, to lead off the inning. Against Joe Saunders, 4-hit shutout through 4 innings. And Blanco takes a strike. Right-handed hitting catcher. And a veteran, obviously, from Caracas. Two balls, 2 strikes to Blanco. Sean Figgins throws Blanco out. 1 out in the 5th, and Luis Rodriguez coming up. Another good crowd here tonight. Very pleasant night to take in the ball game with a 6:05 start tonight. It was just a little bit humid before the game, but
there's even some sun out today. First time in a while.
Not bad. Cool night. Temperature's about right. One and 0 to Rodriguez. These two teams will play tomorrow afternoon here. And after that, the Angels, after this brief 3-game homestand, will go up to San Francisco for a meeting with the Giants.
You see Tim Lincecum that 3rd game.
Fans might look forward to that, but I don't know if Scioscia's looking forward to seeing Lincecum.
I was asking Bud Black about Tim Lincecum because they see him quite a bit, the Giants and the Padres, when they play each other. He said he is legit. All of his pitches above average.
Hard hit to shortstop, but Ibar is there. I don't know. Do you think there is any combination, shortstop, third base, that has better arms than Ibar and Figgins? I think of Beltre, maybe Betancourt's is pretty good, but both of those guys can wing it over there.
Even when they're not in their good throwing position, too, if they're off balance, they still make strong throws. We saw Sean Figgins from his knees do a good throw over to Kenny Morales, and there you saw Ibar showing that strength he has in that arm.
Tony Gwynn takes strike 1. He went around. Oh, 0-2 to Gwynn. Going to roll foul. Saunders has given up 4 hits, but he really hasn't been challenged much in this game.
No walks. Big thing for Joe Saunders, 4 strikeouts. And I think he went back to the basics. A 3-game stretch there, which he was struggling. A lot of pitches, especially that fastball, that were up in the zone. Instead of using that sinking fastball on the outside part, using the curveball and changeup.
And there's Papa watching. You know, he just can't take his eyes off the batter's box.
He was looking at video long before most other players were.
Kendry Morales to the bag himself, and the Padres are gone in order in the fifth. Still 4-0 Angels. Leading the Padres. Bottom of the fourth, top of the order. Sean Figgins to lead off the fifth. Figgy, Abreu, and Hunter for the Angels here in the fifth inning. Oh, 0-2 to Sean. Well, Gear has settled in since that home run by Torrey Hunter. He's retired 6 in a row. Oh, 2.
Amazing, an 85-mile-an-hour fastball after seeing a bunch of changeup looks probably 92, 93.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Figgy down on strikes. 7 straight retired by Josh Gear. Now let's take a look at the Firestone leaderboard. Even with 7 straight going down, the Angels' team batting average is second only to the Blue Jays in the American League, which is good enough to get a smile from Hatcher.
He's got to feel real good at what he's seen the last 2 nights with the offense. Power numbers, 4 home runs, the runs being scored.
Bobby Abreu takes a strike. 20 batters faced. 16 times Gear has thrown a strike on the first pitch. And he's ahead of Abreu, 0-2.
I'll be having a tough time staying back on that changeup.
Jared Weaver scheduled to face Chris Young tomorrow. Should be a good ball game. Weaver's 6-2. And Young's a pretty good pitcher.
Yeah, I was asking Bud Black about Chris Young.
There's a fly ball toward the line. And Headley's over there to run it down.
I was asking because for a tall pitcher, Chris Young doesn't have an overpowering fastball, but he said he has great deception. He gets a lot of hitters to swing and missing pitches up in the strike zone. Hides the ball well. That last little bit of giddy up on the fastball gets by a lot of hitters, and they see it very well. Then all of a sudden it was by him.
Here's Torrey Hunter, who homered last time up. That's the matchup tomorrow. Jared Weaver's putting together an outstanding season. Torrey hits a fly ball here, left center field. He hit it well. Gwynn's at the wall, leaps up, and Torrey Hunter has hit it out again. Back-to-back at-bats for Torrey, and Gwynn tried to do to Hunter what Torrey's done to so many hitters, but nope. 5-0 Angels.
Another great swing for Torrey as he's making a serious rush to be voted in as a starting outfielder in the All-Star game. Deservedly so. Another good swing up. A pitch. Blanco reacted. He wanted that fastball on the outside part at the knees, but ended up being a fastball that was up and middle and gone.
Tony Gwynn thought maybe he could rob Torrey the way Torrey has robbed so many others, and he came so close.
He had some great elevation trying to make that play.
Vladdy grounds one to David Eckstein. But the Angels have hit 3 home runs tonight, 2 of them by Hunter. And after 5, they lead at 5-0. Pursuing perfection, Kendry Morales. All of a sudden, the Angels are a home run hitting team. Torrey Hunter hits one off a sign. And then Gwynn came so close to robbing Torrey, who has 2 home runs tonight. And our Alexis pursuing perfection. 3 homers for the Angels again tonight.
Guys have had the home run swing back-to-back nights. Now with 5 home runs last 2 nights.
David Eckstein at the plate. When Eckstein was with the Angels in 2003, he was the chairman of the Kidney Association Walk. He's had 2 sisters and 1 brother who have had kidney transplants. And Eckstein, throughout his years with the Angels, was heavily involved not only in that but other charities, events and situations. 3-1 to Eckstein. His autobiography is called Have Heart, and it certainly applies to David Eckstein. Three and 2 to David. popped down the left field line, going out Ibar, and in foul ground, it almost came down on top of him. He couldn't quite get it. Ibar's the only one that really had a shot at that one.
Way to go, a long way too, and trying to feel for where the wall was coming in and the tarp. Last second, reach out and unable to make the play.
So Eckstein still up there 3-2. And he draws a walk. Fans, Angels Baseball wants to give you a chance to sit in the Chevy Suite seats located on the field next to third base, and a chance to win the all-new Chevy Camaro. So text Camaro to 31826 or go to angelsbaseball.com/Camaro. Chevy, the official ride of Angels Baseball. So that's where they are.
It is a sweet seat.
I don't think there's any question about that. Adrian Gonzalez, the batter now, 1-0. Eckstein's walk is the first time tonight the Padres have had the leadoff man on. One ball, one strike to Adrian Gonzalez. The Mets beat the Yankees 6-2 tonight in that interleague battle. Ground ball with the shift on. So that's Ibar to Figgins to Morales. A 6-5-3 double play turned by the Angels.
I don't think you're going to see that all that often. 6-5-3.
No, like maybe next to never.
Good feed, too. A nice turn by Sean Figgins. Still remembers as a middle infielder how to get away from that slide at second base. Makes a strong throw to get him. And a smile as usual from Sean Figgins.
2 outs, Kevin Kuzminoff rips one. Left field, Rivera has to go way back on that ball. And that one's in the bullpen. That's a home run for Kuzminoff, and there goes Saunders' shutout.
That's back-to-back days for Kuzminoff to get a home run for the Padres.
And makes it a 5-1 Angel lead.
Fastball up and in. Kuzminoff was able to get the good bat head out, tucked his hands in, and drove that out for a home run.
Edgar Gonzalez pops one foul on the first base side. There's another shot into left. Rivera has to come in on that one, and he's there to make the catch. The Padres get on the board in the 6th inning. It's 5-1 Angels.
time for the Coors Light Freeze Cam. Kendry, come bam, right out in front. Great weight shift. Drives that out to right field. Back-to-back games for Kendry Morales. That's a Coors Light Freeze Cam brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light. Bam, Rory.
Yes, I heard that. Yesterday, Hunter homered, Morales homered, and Kuzmanov homered. So tonight, same three guys have all hit home runs.
Baseball's a funny game, Rory.
I knew I could count on you for some real insight into that.
Been a while to come up with that one.
Juan Rivera batting for the Angels. And the count 2-0 to Juan. In the air to center field. That one's pretty well hit. Gwynn is back, and on the track, he makes the catch. And here's Morales. Josh Gear has only given up 2 hits in the last 3 1/3 innings. Unfortunately for him, they were both home runs. So he's pitched pretty well, but the long ball has hurt him tonight. One ball, one strike to Kendry Morales.
Amazing when hitters go in those streaks of hitting the ball out of the ballpark. Back-to-back games for Kendry Morales, and he had gone prior to that 20 games without hitting a home run. They get in those streaks. Well, watch out if you're a pitcher.
Popped in the air to shallow right field. Giles puts that one away. Fans baseball's biggest stars go head-to-head for one spectacular night in the summer's biggest event, as Fox brings you every thrilling moment of the 2009 MLB All-Star Game. Coverage begins Tuesday, July 14th, live from St. Louis at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, only on Fox. Boy, almost another hit that was a home run. That one by his tourist. Last night, Meiser just needed a home run to hit for the cycle. But as you pointed out, baseball's a funny game.
Well, there's no doubt. It is. Hilarious at times. Well, you saw David Eckstein get robbed there in the first inning, or rocket by Sean Figgins. Next time up, he flared it in the outfield for a base hit.
More proof of what you were saying.
Just a funny game.
1-1 to Izturis. You were lucky enough to realize that in your playing days many years ago. And that one is over the head of Gwynn and off the wall for Meiser, so there's a double for Izturis.
I think Meiser likes the fact that he's right now going to be the everyday second baseman.
Sure.
Another good swing. Meiser, Exmo replay. You can see this, the shift of the body, centered it up, kept the head still. When a hitter's on in a good groove, that head does not move a lot. It's not pulling out. It stayed right on, focused on the baseball, didn't move a whole lot. Great swing.
Jeff Mathis up there for the Angels. Jeff has done a great job behind the plate, but every hitter would like to get a hit, and Jeff's been struggling. He's now under 200. No balls, 2 strikes to Mathis. But we've said it before, Mike Scioscia values the catcher's position as a defensive position anyway.
Defense first. And the offense, certainly a plus. Jeff Mathis, though, you know, at times the batting average not there for him. And he does get a lot of hits with runners in scoring position. Mike Napoli, same thing, struggling a little bit offensively, but he's done a great job defensively, calling good games.
The Angels have 8 hits tonight, Gooby, and 6 of them have come with 2 outs. 1-2 to Jeff Mathis. Another foul ball back. Five to 1 Angels. We're in the 6th inning at the Big A.
A lot of times throughout this game, Gear will come back with a changeup after the fastball, especially when you elevate the fastball up there at 87. Most hitters will always look for the fastball, but you have time to adjust because this changeup is pretty slow. You got to think in the lines of trying to keep that front hip from opening up and just going up the middle or the other way.
Gear's up to 92 pitches now. Jeff Mathis drills one into left field, and that's a home run for Mathis. Jeff breaks out by hooking one around the foul pole. The 4th Angel home run tonight.
And he did come in there with that changeup again, but this time it got too much of the plate. Jeff Mathis, good to see that. It's a 2-run home run.
No doubt his average has been sliding. It was under 200. But he hits one out, another 2-out hit for the Angels. And Gear pitched pretty well tonight, except the home run ball kept getting him. And now Buddy Black has gone out to get him. But that 2-run shot by Jeff Mathis has made it 7-1 Angels. It looked like Buddy was going to make the move, but he may not.
What a smile out of Jeff Mathis. Good to see that.
So the Padres make the pitching change with the Angels leading it after that shot by Mathis by 6. Time now for the jack in the box. Outside the box.
And Gear will throw the changeup to right-handed batters as well as the left-handed batters. So Juan Rivera's got to think in lines of shorten up the swing. If it's a changeup, you got to go the other way with it.
Brilliantly anticipated by the outside the box, Mark Gubicza.
Just thinking in the lines, what a pitcher's going to try to do as a batter to be successful against a changeup. Unless it's on the inside part of the plate, you got to go the other way.
Here's Joe Thatcher, just called up from AAA today. Oh, 0-1 to Eric Ibar. You always had that sense, too, as a pitcher, what you could throw that they would hit hard somewhere.
Well, that was something I worked hard to do. But when you're on the mound, you always have an idea. Sometimes you don't execute your pitch, obviously. What a hitter's looking for.
And now Ibar wasn't looking for that. He gets hit by Thatcher.
Thatcher with that slinging motion, fastball inside, just kept running in. Blanco's setting up. There's no way Ibar can get out of the way. See with the pitch.
Eric's aboard with 2 outs, and Sean Figgins up there now. 4 home runs for the Angels tonight, which is their season high. If you ever had to hit, you'd probably be the worst guess hitter of all time, because you'd be trying to think of how you'd be thinking on the mound, right?
And that's why, a lot of times you see pitchers with some bad swings.
There's a fly ball into right center field by Sean Figgins. Gwynn runs it down, and that retires the side. But another Angel home run here in the 6th. This one by Mathis, and the Angels lead 7-1. Seven runs on the board, leading the Padres 7-1. Ryan Giles leads off the 7th. Okay, we can tell the story that we were talking about in between innings. You never had an at-bat in a game that counted, but you did face hard-throwing Rob Dibble in the preseason.
Yes, it was in actually it was in Tampa, playing against the Reds. Rob Dibble, it was kind of raining out, so they brought him in early in the game to make sure he got his work in, which was really pleasant for me to be able to see.
To face you.
It's raining and he's throwing 100. So the first pitch, I fouled it straight back, and I was like, wow, I'm on him. Next pitch, fastball, straight back again. I'm like, I can't believe I'm even touching the ball against him. So then the third pitch, I'm thinking as a pitcher, all right, he's going to throw a fastball inside, so I'm already geared up trying to run away from the pitch. And then he throws a fastball 3/4 action, which he was just working on, and I screamed. And the umpire, and it was in the outside corner, it was about a foot off the plate. And he banged me. He goes, you know what, if you're going to scream at a pitch, I got to ring you up no matter what.
Torrey Hunter runs that one down to take care of Giles. That's when the no squealing in baseball rule came in.
Exactly. It goes like this. He gives the emphatic over the top, rings me up like that, and said, go sit down, son. Just ring me up like that and go sit down. I said, thank you. I didn't want any more pitches to be able to see out of that arm of Rob Dibble throwing 100 miles an hour. But I'm glad I was able to talk to you that in confidence in between innings so you could bring it up. Thank you.
I didn't realize that was in confidence.
And a bat like that, it needs to be keep it to myself.
There were people in the stands. It's not like it was a secret. Chase Headley, 0-1 against Joe Saunders. Joe's given up 5 hits tonight and has a 6-run lead to work with. Just lost his shutout on a Kuzminoff home run last inning. Two and one to Chase Headley. In the air to right field. Abreu has to give some ground and drops the ball. Bobby got to that one, just didn't put it away. And we'll see how they rule that one, but I'm sure Abreu will tell you I should have caught that ball.
Well, he had a good feel for going back on the warning track, get to the wall. Last second, as he put his glove up, he looked at the wall and the ball got away from him. But he read everything else perfectly. Got a good jump on that ball. He's not getting by him.
Here is Henry Blanco. He hits one to shallow right field, and Abreu can't quite reach that one. It drops in. Headley goes to third. Apparently, they have ruled that a double off the bat of Headley. And there are runners on the corners for the Padres with 1 out. Fans, there's a great ticket special for the June 22nd through 24th games. Courtesy of ESPN Zone as the Angels host the Rockies. Tickets are available for just $7 in select view level seats and $12 in the right and left field pavilions. Use the password RALLY at the Angel Stadium ticket window or angelsbaseball.com. Well, the Padres trying to get a rally going here with runners at first and third and 1 out. They trail the Angels by 6. And Luis Rodriguez, the Padres shortstop, at the plate. Slowly to Figgins. He gets it to second for 1. And the Angels turn an inning-ending double play. No Padre rally in the 7th. It's still 7-1 Angels.
Mike Butcher went right out to Joe Saunders. Say, hey, you're throwing the ball well. Obviously said, let's get a ground ball, see if you get a double play. It was worked to perfection. Job by Mike Butcher. Joe Saunders making the pitch, though. 7 innings, 7 hits, there's 1 earned run and 4 strikeouts. Outstanding job so far for Joe Saunders.
Bobby Abreu is the only Angel starter without a hit tonight. He is struck out, grounded out, and fly to left field. So he hovers just over 300 right now. 302.
Typical, everyone got a hit in the lineup last night. The offense coming to life.
Breaking ball misses. Thatcher in relief of Josh Gear. They never have gotten going again in Texas. The Rangers and Dodgers were scoreless in the bottom of the 5th, but a power outage put a delay on things, and it's been that way for quite some time now. And Abreu down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Torrey Hunter has hit 2 home runs tonight.
Boy, that one to left. Now center just barely got over Tony Gwynn Jr.'s glove. Oh, for 3 in a row. Never had a game in which he had 3 home runs. 12 times he's hit 2 home runs in a game.
The 2 tonight puts his total for the season up to 15. He's on a pace right now to come close to 40 homers this year. And given the way he plays center field, that's almost amazing that you could get that kind of production out of one player, but maybe not as amazing when you consider who it is.
When you think about how many runs he prevents on the defensive side, he's got to be voted in for the All-Star game as a starter.
Plus, he's hitting .317. And he drilled that one straight away center field. Gwynn is back. And for the first time in his career, Torrey Hunter has hit 3 home runs in a game. What a night for the Angels center fielder. And the 3rd one just to make sure he hit it off the rocks.
Well, that's a hat trick. A natural hat trick. 3 at-bats in a row, 3 home runs.
Plus, he hit one last night. 8-1 Angels, and the crowd chanting Torrey's name
for the curtain call.
Vladdy whacks a base hit into left field.
Good to see that's 2 hits tonight from Vladdy. This ball was crushed though by Torrey. Got some serious distance. Up in the rock pile. The guy tried to make the play.
Yes, he did.
Unable to make the play, but the effort was there.
What a night. Who wouldn't smile? Oh, it was nothing really.
11th Angel to do that, 3 home runs in a game.
The last time an Angel hit 3 home runs in a game was 6 years ago. 2003, Garrett Anderson did it when the Angels were playing against the Expos in Puerto Rico. So that was another interleague contest, but that ballpark was pretty conducive to home runs in Puerto Rico.
Boy, Torrey said he loved the way the club responded to Mike Scioscia's speech down in Tampa.
Must have been the greatest speech he's ever heard.
No question. 4 home runs now in the last 2 days for Torrey.
Good play by Kuzmanov, and the double play ends the 7th inning. But the Angels' Torrey Hunter hits another one out. And after 7, it's 8-1 Angels. Night. The Angels have 8 runs and 11 hits tonight. Here are some of the other Angels who have done it. 3 homers in a game. Garrett Anderson, the last one. Troy Gloss, Dave Winfield, Wally Joyner, Reggie. DeCinces did it twice.
Freddie
and,
Patek.
of course, Freddie Patek.
Oh, definitely. You would have definitely put Freddie in that list.
Remember Adam Kennedy against the Minnesota Twins in 2002, hitting out 3 in a game.
What some great swings for Torrey Hunter. Some serious distance. Ball flying out.
1-1 to Tony Gwynn. Saunders' 95th pitch of the day right there. So we'll see if Joe can get through 2 more innings or not. Two and 2 to Gwynn.
Good sink on that fastball once again for Joe Saunders at 87.
They have finally resumed in Arlington, and the Dodgers have scored a run. 1-0 over the Rangers, top of the 6th. Hunter racing back on that one, hit by Gwynn, and Torrey couldn't quite catch up to it. Gwynn's going for 3, and he's in with a leadoff triple. Well, just for a second, you couldn't help but think, don't tell me he's going to make an unbelievable catch to cap the night off.
Being a left-handed batter, just kept drifting away from Torrey Hunter. He seems to be carrying pretty well left center tonight.
Yeah, it really does.
Kept going away and away from him. There's no way he's going to be able to catch up to that baseball.
But you're right. When it left the bat, it didn't look like it was going to go that far, did it?
No, but, you know, you're right. I just assumed Torrey was going to catch that some way. They had no way because he kept going away from him, but we've seen Torrey do so many amazing things.
There's a strike into Eckstein. Well, Gwynn almost robbed him on his second home run. And if he had robbed Tony of that one, that would have been a tough night for Tony Gwynn. Eckstein loops one into shallow right. Abreu catches it. Here comes Gwynn to the plate. Here's the throw by Bobby, and it's a double play! Gwynn is out at the plate. Tony Gwynn Sr., not much reaction. Gwynn Jr. didn't like the call. Abreu throws a strike to Mathis. And this has been some Angel team to watch tonight.
Textbook job by Bobby Abreu. Got in great throwing position. Tremendous job of blocking the plate. Looked like he might have got his hand in.
Sure did.
Expo replay. Throws his leg out. Nice job of Mathis blocking Tony Gwynn Jr.'s attempt to be able to get in there safely. But in that spot where you're down 8-1, you better be automatic to score in that spot. But nice job by Bobby. Got himself in tremendous throwing position. Caught the ball on his throwing side. Caught it, threw a perfect throw in. Jeff Mathis catch it, threw his leg out there to block the slide by Gwynn as he tries to get his hand in. If he got the plate, he would have been safe. Now 120 career assists for Bobby. Well, if you're a young outfielder, that's exactly what you want to be in that position to be able to make that throw.
Adrian Gonzalez pops one in the air to shallow left center field, and the Padres are out in the 8th. And it's still 8-1 Angels. AT&T, the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T, your world delivered. Tony Gwynn Jr. thrown out at the plate, trying to tag up on the short fly ball by David Eckstein. Greg Burke is the new pitcher for the San Diego Padres here in the bottom of the 8th. Kendry Morales takes one outside. It's been quite a night to be an Angel fan, Gooby. The game tonight has been just highlight filled.
Everything you can ask for the team. Hitting, defense and pitching.
Down the left field line, a long run for Headley, and he can't quite get to it. That's a fair ball and a ground rule double. Headley's pulled up a little bit lame out there.
That was a great effort by him. Running full speed. When the ball's off the left-handed bat, your left fielder just keeps going away and going right towards the line and reaches out. That wall was very hard. Down there in the corner, there's padding on there. That's cement all around there. Good effort, though, by Headley trying to make that play.
Hit number 12 for the Angels, who bring Sean Rodriguez up to hit. Just called up from AAA. When Howie Kendrick was sent down, Sean was leading the Pacific Coast League in home runs. Sean Rodriguez, 21 home runs for Salt Lake City. Last year he made his debut with the Angels.
You look at that, more RBIs than games played, 60 RBI in his 57 games, 21 home runs.
That's in the hole at shortstop, and that's a base hit for Sean Rodriguez. Welcome back.
The 13th hit now for the Angels tonight.
After 18 last night.
It's on the outside part of the plate. It's a ground ball, gets through the hole. Well, he does have a great bat. You know, last year we saw the batting average barely over 200. It was that inconsistent playing time he got, but he played some great defense for the club last year.
Mike Scioscia is going to be able to use him to spell his tourists at second base. And maybe Meister will be a little bit more durable, not playing every single night. Jeff Mathis hit a home run last time up. A two-run shot right inside the foul pole in left field. His first of the year. The Angels have hit 5 home runs tonight. Mathis rips one foul. One and two to Jeff Mathis. Good breaking ball. One out in the inning. Eric Ibar coming up.
Look, has a pretty good slider, as we saw there on that pitch on the outside part of the plate. He has a changeup, decent fastball at the 88 to 93 mile an hour with some sink action to it.
You know, if the Angels get another batter or two on base, Hunter could hit one more time.
And you got to believe he's going to be thinking the lines of, well, we'll try to go for 4.
Base hit for Ibar. A run-scoring infield single. 9-1 Angels.
Rob Quinlan's going to come in and pinch hit now for Sean Figgins, who had a great game, but great speed for Ibar beating that base hit out. It's it off the end of the bat. Going down hard all the way down that line, thinking he's got a shot. Beats it out for an infield hit and an RBI. Good game. There were 2 hits and was hit by a pitch, so on base 3 times.
2 on with 1 out. Quinlan at the plate. And Rob taps one to third. Kuzmanoff goes to second. Eckstein holds on to the ball. Fans, so far, Torrey Hunter is not one of the starting outfielders for the American League All-Star team. Now, he's had a tremendous season so far and deserves to represent the Angels during the Midsummer Classic in St. Louis. You still have time to cast your vote at angelsbaseball.com. Maybe Torrey can be voted onto the team. If he's not, I'm sure he'll be there anyway, but it'd be good to vote him on.
Well, it's a good night to have a promo for him.
Yeah,
tonight. 3 home runs.
Now, if Abreu can get on, Hunter would have another chance to hit. Bobby's the only Angel without a hit tonight. Bobby Abreu has gone 0 for 4. Of course, he leads the Angels in walks. And if he were to walk, that would load the bases. 1-1. Not that we're getting greedy, but it would be fun for the 43,000 plus here tonight to see Hunter come up one more time. Torrey's on deck. Two and 1 to Abreu. Two balls, 2 strikes to Bobby Abreu. Bobby's out on strikes. Hunter will have to settle for 3 home runs tonight. AngelsBaseball.com. Now, it's a little too soon to have Torrey Hunter's night on this list, but Here are some suggestions.
Well, Torrey's certainly in there a number of times. That catch, game-winning catch over the wall. Joe Saunders beat Zach Greinke. What a game that was. Sean Figgins, tremendous play at third base in that ball game.
And right here we have Joe Saunders looking for a complete game if he can get 3 more outs. Yes, he is over 100 pitches, 102, but Joe's trying to finish it off. He would have a shutout if not for this guy. Kuzmanov hit a home run for San Diego back in the 6th inning.
And there's no better feeling for a starting pitcher than be able to congratulate his battery mate, the catcher, after a game with a high five. Job well done by both.
1-2 to Kevin Kuzmanov. He got him, but the ball gets away, and Kuzmanov is safe at first base. Saunders gets the strikeout, but he does not get the out. And that could make it a little tougher to finish this game off.
One earned run. Talked about those last 3 games before this game. The ERA over 6. A lot of fastballs that were elevated. You see that sink action staying down the knee level with the changeup and curveball also. It's a spot for Joe Saunders where you want to get a ground ball, hopefully at an infield to get a double play.
Edgar Gonzalez up there. One and one. Two balls into strike to Edgar Gonzalez. 108 pitches for Joe tonight. In the air down the right field line, a long run for Bobby Abreu. He's there and drops the ball. The second time tonight that Abreu has caught up to one but not been able to catch it. So Bobby, for all of the great things the Angels have done tonight, he's having a tough evening.
Well, he had a long way to go.
Well, last time they ruled it a hit. This time, that almost has to be an error, doesn't it?
Yeah, they ended up giving him an error on that ball, but long way to go. Got himself in good position to make the play and just took his eye off it at the last second.
Joe Saunders could very well have 2 out and nobody on. Instead, it's nobody out and 2 on. And ball 1 to Brian Giles. One ball, 1 strike to Giles. One and 2. Well, complete games are nice, but Scioscia's not going to risk Saunders' arm by just leaving him out there for too long. That's 112 pitches thrown by Joe now. A double play ball here would certainly give him a better chance to finish it. Popped up behind second base. And there's the first out of the 9th inning.
The big things, your arm could be taxed on 80 pitches. Joe Saunders made it 112 right now, 113 pitches on that out. But he's been very efficient with it, but Mike Scioscia looks like he is going to come out.
Here comes Mike, and he is going to go to the bullpen. So that was just a little too much for Mike's liking. He doesn't want him to throw, say, 120, 125, 130. And unfortunately for Joe, he got a strikeout on a fly ball, but didn't get any outs out of that. So he goes 8 1/3 tonight, and he did do a tremendous job, giving up just 1 run. Pass ball, then a dropped fly ball. Otherwise, Saunders probably would have had a CG tonight.
But Joe's got to feel very good about his performance. Scioscia, Mike Butcher talking to him down there, exactly what they needed out of him today. Yeah, you mentioned CGs are great. There's no better feeling for a starting pitcher, but also a job well done. It's just as good.
Kevin Jepson is in the game for the Angels, looking to get the final 2 outs with a couple of runners on base. And Chase Headley up there at the plate for San Diego. Assuming Saunders wins, it would be his 7th of the year. And the Angels turn a double play to end the ball game. Quite a night for the Angels. And Torii Hunter and Joe Saunders and the over 43,000 fans here. Just another Halo victory.
Back-to-back excellent offensive performances by the club. And Joe Saunders gives his battery mate a hug. Jeff Babbitt was very good behind the plate in a 2-run shot. Called a great game, but Torii Hunter with the hat trick, 3 home runs.